Okay, yay. Hello, everybody. Happy Tuesday. It is a brand new year, and I am so excited to have another year full of these amazing Tuesday Zooms, hearing from 80Ks and 200Ks and people in the business that have that are where you're at, that are where you want to be, and giving you tips and their stories, and it's going to be fire. So make sure you guys are putting this on your calendar. It's the same time every week with the same link. And I am so excited because we have the incredible, amazing, gorgeous. You always look good. I want to like catch you. I'm like gonna knock on your door one time, like in the middle of the night, so I can take a picture of you. So I can go. She doesn't always look. Actually, you guys, I stayed with Mario when we were in where were we? We were in
Jackson
Hole, Wyoming. And I swear to you, yeah, and I swear to you guys, she looks like this even in the middle of the night. Swear to you on everything. She always looks gorgeous. It's not fair. I love you. And when I did get to stay with Maria, it was like, you know how like I mean, I had been around Maria before, but you just picture people a certain way when you see them on social media and you think they're perfect. And she is pretty perfect, but I will tell you that she is so genuine. She is so amazing. She is so full of knowledge, but just an awesome, wonderful, warm human being. Like everything that I always wanted an upline to be, I finally have that. It's an amazing thing. And it was just so awesome getting to spend that time with you and getting to know you so much better. And you're a real human with problems too, but you're
Yeah.
also somebody that you don't give up, and you've been through a lot. And I am just so excited for people to hear your story today, because we have a lot of new people. I haven't had you on in like a year, so there's so many people that, we have such amazing uplines in this company that they might not even know who you are yet, unfortunately, because they're either plugging in for the first time, or they just haven't like had the pleasure until today to get to hear your story. So I'm so excited for you to share that. And I kind of wanted to start kind of back, let people know who you are, where you've come from, how you got into this industry, and then we can kind of go from that point.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, hey guys, thank you so much. And does anyone else like find it almost uncomfortable to take compliments? Like, Lisa, I appreciate all those words, but I find myself like, oh, I know we're just supposed to accept them and be appreciative of them, but yeah, I still haven't quite gotten there yet. I'm going to though. I know that's a work in progress, right? But yeah, thank you guys so much for being on. I did just start a thread over in Team Thrive Nation if you're in there, so that you can post your takeaways. Obviously, as leaders, when we have these kind of get-togethers and powwows with you guys, we want to know, what was said that was effective for you, or what are you going to actually do with the information that we've given you guys. And I'll be honest, I truly have a love-hate relationship with Zooms and training, because, and this is something that we're going to talk about today. I wasn't on, Lisa said, let's go back to your story and how you started. We didn't have Zooms. We didn't have trainings. I launched my with Thrive Experience calls and Thrive Experience stories and the Lavelle fan page. And my business has grown to almost $2 billion in sales. I don't even know, we may have already surpassed that. I haven't added it all up yet this year, but we were getting really darn close. So as far as my background, I don't have a sales background, but I have a love for people background. And I also my whole career has been based on helping people improve their quality of life. So that's what I've been doing forever. It's funny, I got a message not too long ago from a friend that I knew in junior high and high school. And she's like, don't you remember when we did this and this and this? And it's like, okay, so I've always talked about things that I've loved. I've always shared things that I felt like could help people. So when this came into my life, it was a no-brainer. my background's in speech pathology. So I was working full time in the home health setting with geriatric patients, primarily with patients who are recovering from stroke, sometimes traumatic brain injury. Worked with a lot of Alzheimer's and dementia patients. Loved my career, and was super busy, just knee deep in all of that. We have a big family. So when I started Thriving, when I desperately knew I needed a change, and thank God Thrive came into my life. My twins were only 3 at the time. My daughter was in junior high. My son was in elementary school. So 4 kids, crazy busy life. It just so happened that we had moved to West Texas, about 4 hours away from all our friends and family. And I found myself in mom funk. So the Thrive experience came into my life as a solution to what I was looking for. And I think this is so important. I want you guys to write a few things down. Okay. So Tony Strathman is a nurse that I used to work with in the home health setting. She was providing a solution via Facebook. I don't even know if we were on Insta back then. This is all October 2013. The company had been around for almost 2 years. Okay. Or about 18 months. And she was all over Facebook talking about this Thrive thing. She was happy. Back then we didn't have live videos, but she was doing videos like crazy. She was sharing stories, and 3 things caught my attention. So it's kind of funny that we're going to talk about 4 S's here. Number 1, solution. She was always talking about a solution. What drew me in though was 3 other S's that I want to talk to you guys about that needs to be a part of your share every single solitary day. You're on this Zoom because you want to build a business here. You've fallen in love with the Thrive experience. You're sick and tired of watching everyone else around you create options for their families, and you want it for yourself. You love Tuesday being payday. You love the fact that you get to talk about something that you love and get paid to share. And you love those messages coming in, blowing up your phone of your friends and family that have trusted you saying, I feel like $1 million. I feel like $1 million. Oh my gosh. And they're telling you all the things. And we seriously need to start like a thread of just all the funniest things that people say to us when they start Thriving. I didn't want to punch my boss today. I actually had patience. I did laundry. I hung it out. I didn't yell at my kids today. One of my favorites is my friend Christy. When she started Thriving, her son looked at there. She was helping put her boys to bed, and her youngest son looked at her husband and said, Dad, have you seen your wife lately? Because she was thriving out loud. Amber, your customer last night. Yes, so fun. So that's why you're here, right? Okay, so you've got to be sharing your thriving life every single day. You've got to live it out loud. Social media is a gold mine to reach new connections. If you've not yet watched my Abundance of Connections YouTube, I also have it over in Team Thrive Nation because I know not everyone's in that group. You've got leaders that have their own group pages. There's an abundance of connections on social media. To this day, it's how I can continue to expand and grow my network and bring in new customers. I mean, to this day, 8 years later. All right, let's go back to the S's, right? So what is the first one? Solution. Okay, but here we go. What made me decide when I was sick and tired of being sick and tired to reach out to Tony? Number 1, stories. She was sharing stories of her own, stories of other tired, exhausted mamas she was helping. She was sharing them from the fan page. She was sharing what people that had trusted her were personally saying to her. She was sharing stories, and they were stories of happy people and excited people. And there was so much hope in those stories, right? Simplicity. She was talking about how simple it was. Everyone knows when you're getting ready to make a change, you can't have something that is complicated. It's complicated, we do not stick with it. What sets us apart as thrivers, what sets our product apart in this industry is the simplicity of it. I mean, obviously, because of the premium grade ingredients, right? The bioavailability, the fact that we have 3 steps to our delivery system that ensures that our body's actually absorbing all of the things, but it's first thing in the morning on an empty stomach. It is simple. I just told you guys 4 kids. I was trying to get dressed and ready out the door in the morning. As I'm getting dressed and ready out the door in the morning, I needed simple in my life. She kept talking about simple. Last S, successes. She was sharing the successes. So she was shouting out people when they were getting their product for free. And she was shouting out people that were earning an iPad mini. Back then, you could earn an iPad mini. Today, you can earn Maui gems at the 4K rate, right? When you first hit 4K in your first 30 days. She was sharing people earn a car bonus. Okay, so I didn't know a whole lot about this industry. I'd never had a home run industry. I had done some party plan businesses in the past where I'd made a little bit of money and it helped supplement a little bit of income, but I'd never had like I'd never had residual income in this kind of, in this industry. Well, heck, I had zero residual income anyway, but I knew enough about this industry to know that you don't earn things like that and earn a car without your product working. Like those things just don't happen. And there were successes left and right. So she was providing a solution for something that I needed. She was sharing that I could relate to. She was talking about this simplicity. And I knew that I needed simple or I wasn't going to stick with it. And then she was sharing successes. What are you sharing today? Are you providing a solution for people? Are you sharing how simple this really is? Are you sharing the stories? Share your own story. Share the stories of others. I don't care how you do it. Just get the stories out there. I don't care if it's a Lavelle fan page. Share. If it's a Lavelle fan page, copy and paste. If it's guys, if you have not yet understood our 3-2-1, you have to know that. You have to do that training. But making sure your products and our opportunity is in your story somewhere all day long, every day, that is huge for you. As a matter of fact, everybody right now, take a picture or a screenshot of you on this Zoom training. I'll smile. Somebody send me the screenshot of all of us on this Zoom training. I need that story. You're going to post it on your story because that is part of our business opportunity post, that we have free training that people can log into and plug into basically any day of the week. We have an abundance of resources. People are never alone, right? That's a great opportunity post right there. Taking a picture of your 3 steps, taking a picture of your DFT. Where is mine today? Taking oh, Michelle, thank you. She just sent me a picture of our Zoom. Okay, taking a picture of your DFT, taking a picture of our plus line products. Remind me to circle back around to plus line products. I want to talk about that in a second. So that's where it all began. And guess what? I started as a customer. I didn't want anything to do with her business. Be patient with people that say they don't want to join your business or even entertain the idea of hearing anything about your business. But I wanted to thrive. I wanted to feel better. Guess what? She offered me an incentive. Do you use what you have to incentivize your newest thriver? What did she have? She had packages of DFT. And so she said, Mauria, if you will order this tone package, which back then that's what we had, our packages have just like become bigger and better. But back then it was $140 for a box of capsules and 2 boxes of shakes. It did not come with DFT. So she mailed me DFT. Guess what? The DFT got to me before I even could place my order because I was waiting on a paycheck to hit the mailbox to take to the bank. We were that tight financially. We were that paycheck to paycheck. Okay. Embarrassingly, I had to let her know that, but she made that investment in me. She took what she had in her closet. A lot of you right now have products in your closet, in your Thrive cabinet, in your Thrive drawer, whatever it may be. Imagine if, holy moly. I mean, I'm pretty sure Tony's pretty grateful she made that $50 DFT investment, right? Because this product changed my life. Let's talk about investments and changing lives. We can do it in our business. Why should we do it in our business? Because the company does it for us every single day. I remember when I started my experience as a customer. By day 5, I felt amazing. Now, 1, 2, and 3, 4, I felt like crap. Had a headache. We had family that came into town. We took the kids to the pumpkin patch. I could not. I felt like crap. Couldn't wait for them to leave. Took a nap. That was just that was Mauria before Thrive. That was Mauria first couple of days of Thrive. I mean, Thrive does not create a magical change in everyone on day 1. I always say there's day 1 Thrivers and then the rest of us that are jealous of the day 1 Thrivers. There is a hair somewhere on my face that is just driving me crazy if you guys keep seeing me do this. Anyway, but the day that I felt amazing, it was day 5. And I remember posting on her wall and saying, oh my gosh, I feel amazing. I can't believe it took me so long to try this. I want to know how to get it for free. Back to work I go. So she calls me and we're talking and laughing, and she puts me on with her friend that introduced her to the Thrive experience. And I hear him say, because they're laughing at me because I sounded totally different, because I was thriving. I wasn't that tired, exhausted, grouchy Mauria anymore. And her friend that introduced this to her, he said, well, you have a lot of tired, exhausted mama friends. And I was like, oh my gosh, I do. And they need this. Guys, when you are connecting with people and they're first telling you how amazing they feel, right? Are you instantly painting that picture of, girl, who are you going to share this with? Because you have a lot of tired, exhausted mama friends. Man, I know you feel better than you have in the last 10 years. How many of your buddies could use this too? How many of them are living on coffee, soda, and energy drinks? Let's get it for you for free. And by the way, it's free to be a promoter here, and the company actually rewards you for any referrals you make. A picture is painted instantly in my mind. I start seeing all these people that I can help with this product to provide a solution, because I got the story myself now. It's simple, and this is going to make a difference in people's lives, right? So he starts talking about this VIP 800, VIP 1600 bonus. And I'm like, I'm taking these notes, and he's saying, yes, you can earn up to $660 on your first $800 in orders. You earn up to $1,320 on your first $1,600 in orders. And I'm like, how the heck do y'all make any money? And he just kind of like skimmed over that. Like, we never went back to that. But I want to talk to you guys about that, because to me, that is something that we don't about enough. That's one of the most beautiful things about our company, because it shows the belief that our company alone has in the power of our products and the stories that we'll create to therefore then move on and build their company, build their business. They don't make any money on paying a brand new promoter in their first 2 weeks up to $660 on their first $1,800 or on their first $800 in sales. They don't make any money doing that, but that is their investment in you guys, because they knew. Think about it. I'm feeling better than I have in a million years. I am on fire. Like, I love this product. I'm going to take it every single day without fail. I don't even care. I'm taking this stuff. I feel amazing. What do you think is going to happen in my heart, in my soul, in my brain? What do you think is going to happen to that fire I have for how I feel when I have four friends, let's say 4 friends blowing up my phones talking about how good they feel? What do you think it's going to do for my fire when a $500 paycheck hits my bank account the next week? That is the fuel to the fire. I mean, VIP 800, heck yeah, let's pour some fuel on that fire. That girl feels amazing. She's got 4 friends that are loving their Thrive experience. We just put a $400 or $500 deposit into her bank account. The following week, she's in. Guys, that to me shows the belief that our company has in the power of products. What are they doing for us right now? What do they have offered on the table for us? They've said, you know what? It's 2022. We want new stories. We want new Thrive experience stories started. We want new people thriving that have never, ever, ever thrived before. What are they going to do? You get 4 new customer orders, brand new customer Thrive experience orders. They're going to give you a $400 bonus. Holy moly. What does that tell you guys? Are they making any money on that? No. Is it investment in you? And is it, that's an investment the company's making in themselves. They're saying we get a product, 4 stories started here, 4 stories started here, 4 stories started here. Our company's going to explode this year, and we're going to get all done right here in the month of January. We just got to throw a little extra fire on these thrivers, because they kind of get lazy about talking to people about Thrive. Because you do. Do you have, if somebody goes to your Facebook wall right now, go do a Facebook audit. Does anybody even know you're a thriver? When's the last time you've said anything about the Thrive experience? Go look, do an audit now. Secondly, I'm going to ask you, if you had heard amazing things about the Thrive experience, would you join you? Would you reach out to you to start your Thrive experience? Are you excited? If you're not excited, guess what? Your friends aren't reaching out to you. If your friends don't even know that you're thriving, your friends are not reaching out to you. Guess what? This is going to go somewhere with or without you. Your friends will always be hearing about how good Thrive is. They're going to hear about it. If I could tell you how many people I have heard say, yes, well, my neighbor started, or another person started, or another person started, or another person started, but they had an account with me. Or maybe I was the one that provided the validation and they have an account with someone else. If you want to go somewhere with this, if you want to make money with this company, if you want to reap the rewards that countless others have reaped, you have to be letting people know that you are their Thrive connection. You are their Thrive person, their go-to Thrive girl. You're their go-to Thrive guy. You're going to walk them through this. You're going to provide resources for them. You're going to provide excellent customer service. You're going to celebrate with them. You're going to help them get their products for free. And should they choose to start a free mobile business from their phone to get paid weekly, you have the resources to plug them into incredible training. Self-audit, self-check. You've got to do it. And you have to make a commitment to include that in your daily life. The rest was history for me, guys. I clicked that promoter button. Just like I said, I had way more than 4 friends blowing me up saying how good they felt. My first paycheck, I think, was around $400 or $500. My second paycheck was around the same. Very quickly, I was growing into comma checks, 5-figure checks. Yes, I am our company's first 8-figure earner, but that didn't happen overnight. And it didn't happen with me waiting on people to come to me. What happened was I put in all out massive action to create so much momentum. I was reaching out to so many people. It didn't matter who ghosted me, who told me no, who was crabby, who was down in the dumps, whatever. It did not slow me down because I was putting in so much massive action. So I want to talk to you guys about that because that's something that Jason Camper mentions a lot. And it's so true. Massive action just creates momentum. Guys, there's so many things that set us apart here that I know I've already mentioned, but the culture that we have and the stories that we have are really what's created the movements that we've seen here. A company that is the fastest growing, the fastest. Like, we're not saying we're one of the fastest. We were the fastest to ever go to $1 billion in sales. How did we do that? This company wasn't launched with a bunch of network marketers that came over and brought previous teams. This company was launched with Tired Exhausted Mamas helping Tired Exhausted Mamas, and stories were created by people that had never done well in direct sales. They'd never made any money in direct sales, but there was such emotion tied to it that we just created this movement. Jason said this years ago, emotion creates movements. The stories, there's an emotional component when you give a mama her life back. When a husband has his wife back that he once married, right? There's an emotional component when there's mom and dad taking care of themselves and the kids are noticing a difference. Emotions create movements. How is the movement created? By sharing the stories. That's why we can't ever stop sharing that. Again, I don't care how you share. The best way to share, though, is you personally sharing your own experience and the experiences of others. I love that several of you have come on here and said you've already done a live today. Get in your stories, events. The company just launched an incentive or just a challenge for us to get out there and do 1,000 events in the next 100 days. Guys, I'll be honest with you, that is what added so much momentum to my business. I can't even tell you. I didn't build my business via Zoom. Like I said, it was Thrive Experience phone calls, plugging people into our corporate calls, having my own team calls, interviewing people's Thrive experiences, and local events. So there are local events that are coming this year. I want to encourage you guys to be there. Okay. It's so funny. I'll have people say, well, that's 3 hours away. That's 4 hours away. I want you to pretend that you're me and you live in Texas and we drive 4 hours to get anywhere. Okay. Get there if you can. Remember, the people that are coming in are spending a lot of time away with their families to get in that room, help you grow your business. How can you grow your business? By getting in that room. You've got to be in the room and you've got to bring someone with you. If you have to come alone, come alone. But yes, if you can bring someone with you, remember, I mean, for me, next Monday night, I'm going to be in Detroit, Michigan. That's 2 days away from my family for what, a 2 or 3 hour event that night. Don't tell me if you're in that area, you can't drive 2 hours, you can't drive an hour, you can't drive 4 to be there. No, you've got to get there. So make a commitment to be involved, to dive into what we have here. I said this years ago at Thrive Palooza, and I'm like, if there's a day that goes by that you haven't heard a life-changing story about the Thrive experience, it's because you flat out chosen not to, because they're everywhere. They're everywhere. So plug in. As we go into this new year, people are watching and they're looking, and we can provide so much hope because we have such a solution to so many things that they're struggling with, right? So remember to be sure that you are sharing those solutions. Plus line product. So I had that on my notes that I wanted to address, and I know I'm kind of all over the place. But I told you guys, having products in your stories every day, business in your stories every day, that to me has helped me grow immensely because I'm also very intentional about building my free social network every single day. Every single day, I am talking to people that are not yet thriving with me. I'm building connections and relationships online via Facebook groups and also via Instagram. I love social connections via Instagram. I want to get in their notifications. I want to get in their inbox. I want to find people I can relate to and interact with them. And then when they go over to my Instagram, they're like, who is this girl that just commented on that? We seem to have a lot in common just based on what she said. They're going to see I'm a mom. I raise athletes. I'm a type 1 diabetic mom. They're going to see what is this health and wellness thing she does? Oh, that actually looks really yummy. Oh, looks like she's doing a team. Looks like she's got a fun little community that she hangs with. Are you following me here? And that curiosity is going to continue to build. I'm going to continue to build relationship, but I'm going to have that there because our social media is basically, it's a free ongoing commercial, right? Of who you are. It's not salesy, it's not spammy, it's just showing Thrive being a part of your life. Why wouldn't it be? I mean, seriously, if you get a paycheck every Tuesday, why would you not share that Thrive is a part of your life? It's paying you. So why would you not share? I'm trying to think of the last, okay. So really plugging in. I said for a second in the beginning, I kind of have a love-hate relationship with Zoom. So I'm so glad that you guys are here. But being here will not grow your business. Going and acting on things that you've heard here, that is going to be what grows your business. Hopefully you get off of here and you just get to work. And one of the things that I've told so many people, people ask me, okay, Mauria, like, what's your time block like? What's your this like? I'm sure I probably give people severe anxiety when it comes to this stuff because I don't time block. I'm a busy mom. I work this in every nook and cranny that I have, just like I did when I worked full time. My kids' stuff comes first, and then I schedule all the things around, and I'm grateful for the opportunity to do that. So make sure that you are don't worry about the perfect or, thing. I feel like basically where I'm going with this is I feel like sometimes we slow ourselves down because we want it to be just right. And then we don't even do it. No, don't worry about that. Just get out there and do. You'll figure it out along the way. If you fail, you'll fail forward because that's the mindset that you're in. Love that, Michelle. No, perfect does not exist. Absolutely. So there were a couple of other things that were on my mind that I wanted to share, and I'm kind of going 90 to nothing. Lisa, were there any specific questions or anything specifically that you wanted me to cover?
Well, I was thinking about the fact you've been doing this 8+ years. And you've been around for these seasons, and you know what January, February, March, April, May looks like every year. Mm-hmm. And there's a lot of people that are just getting started, but there's also a lot of people that they checked out. I mean, yeah, they checked out November, December, they kind of got in a funk, whatever, life happened, COVID. We've been through a couple of years of tough stuff. And there's a lot of people like, okay, I'm ready. I'm coming back. I guess I kind of want to know what you say to people that are like, where do I start? I don't know what to do. I just had somebody in my inbox last night. I don't know where to begin. And I'm like sending them checklists and I'm like, it's just start, 2 customers, 2 promoters, let's repeat it. But I get that people get in funks. And I'm sure over the last 8 years, you've had times where you're like in a funk. We all get in funks.
Oh yeah.
But you've never stopped working your business ever.
I haven't ever stopped working the business, but yes, there have been challenges. I mean, honestly, when my son was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes, that was the worst of my life. I told everybody I've fallen in love with Thrive 3 different times. Starting out with Thrive as a first time. Secondly, after my son was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes, just because the grieving process and the lack of sleep and the, you know what I mean? Like my Thrive experience, I was like, oh my God, I'm so grateful, like so grateful for so many reasons. And then thirdly, after the very first detox, like holy moly, guys, like that's our key product right there outside of the 1, 2, 3. And I would definitely be reaching out to your thrivers or people that have kind of fallen off the wagon and saying, hey, you know, I don't know if you've seen all the hype about this detox, but it's not just hype, it's legit. And this is going to literally take your Thrive experience up a notch so much more. I mean, we all need this detox. You're going to feel amazing. You're going to love the results. You know, here you go. But yeah, I'm glad that you addressed that, because I get this question a lot, you know, Mauria, how do you stay so committed to this? And, you know, as far as people wanting to come back into the game, you got to figure out what it is that you want. And where I would start is I would start right away with a picture of my DFT, a picture of my shake, a picture my capsules. This is, you know, this gives me life. This is my dose of motivation every single day. You know, I would, maybe my first post would be, it would be honest. You know, I know I haven't talked about this in a while, but I cannot imagine going without these 3 simple steps. And then share some of those things, share some of the reasons why you love it. And then literally just start posting, just start talking about it, just start sharing. I mean, quit worrying about what people think. Those people that are watching you, that are thinking whatever they're thinking, they're not building your future for you. They're probably not even going to be in your future. So stop worrying about it. But the thing that I want to also say, that I think it's important, because I've been doing this for 8 years. So a lot of you have been doing this for 8 years. And, you know, I was talking to my husband about this the other day. I said, I think some people just, they've kind of forgotten, or they're like, it's a grind. So how do you stay in love with the grind? How do you learn to love the grind, right? How does a country music artist sing their #1 hit over and over and over and over and over again every single solitary night or on tour or whatever for 10 or 15 years? How do they do that? Well, there's a reason why they're doing that. And I've shared with a lot of people before, you know, I've had different whys throughout the courses of my journey here. My very first why was, this company, I'm going to share this product. I'm going to help people feel like $1 million, and I'm going to give my kids the Christmas that I want to give them. Then it was, I'm going to use this company and help people out with this. And I'm going to pay off debt. Then it was, oh my gosh, like this is an opportunity for me to become a mom. And I never knew I could do that because I went to school for so long and had so much student loan debt and never thought I would be able to afford to, you know, not work outside the home as a speech pathologist, right? Then it was, oh my gosh, this is creating options for my family. Then it's, you know, I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do this for my family, for generations to come. Today, it's, I want freedom and options for the rest of my life. For those of you that don't know, I'm wearing my Oklahoma State little shirt today. It's cold outside, but this was my workout shirt. So, but my daughter is a college athlete. She runs track and field. She may not find out that she's going to run a meet on, you know, until Tuesday and find out she's running on Saturday. I want the options and the freedom to be able to book the flight, to book the hotel, and not even hesitate. You know, 10, 15 years from now, most likely I'll be a grandmother. I want those same freedoms and options. I want freedom for the rest of my life. I want options for the rest of my life. How will I have that? By utilizing this company, helping enough of you have success, helping people feel like $1 million. I'll have freedom for the rest of my life. What do you want? You have to figure out what you want. And when you want it that bad, you're going to do the things that will create that life for you. I think that that's the biggest thing, is sometimes we just don't even want to talk about what we want. We don't even know what we want. Uh-oh, hang on. I have a phone call coming in. We don't even know what we want. So then there's no drive to go do it. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like this like I said, I want freedom and options for the rest of my life. So what do you want? Is it to pay off debt? Is it to alleviate some financial stress? Is it a family vacation? You know, is it life insurance policies? Is it college funds? Is it options for the rest of your life? What is it? Get out there and do the things daily. Show up, do the things daily, because this will continue to grow, and make a decision that you deserve. You deserve to benefit from this company. You love this product. This company hasn't let you down. You deserve to benefit from it.
I was also going to ask you about, over the last 8 years, how many people you've signed and how many people have actually stayed.
Oh gosh.
I
Yeah.
think about that all the time because there's so many people right now, even in the chats, they're like, well, what if my team's quitting? Or what if, they had a team, then they didn't. And, they feel like they're starting over, and so many times we're dictating our success based off of what other people are doing under us or above us. And really
Yeah.
our success is dictated by what we do. And
What
it's
we
about
do.
bringing in new.
Well, and you can't let where other people are determine what you want, what you want out of this, because life happens to everyone. There are tons of seasons. There's seasons where your promoters are going through a hard time and they just can't. There are seasons where their priorities have to shift elsewhere. I don't ever write anyone off. I understand seasons probably more than anyone now that we went through what we went through after Gunner's diagnosis. But I've definitely seen people come and go for sure. But I've also seen people give up on their dreams. And, it's not just a Thrive thing. It's not a Lavelle thing. It's not a company thing. It's not a product thing. It's a people thing. People give up on their dreams every day of the week. And I refuse to. So I'm going to stay consistent, and I'm going to keep inviting people along the journey with me. I will tell you guys though, I don't know, numbers wise, how many I've brought in versus how many qualified and active I have. But I do know that my number 97 and 98 promoters are two of my Lavelle millionaires. So personally enrolled Lavelle millionaires, and they were recognized the second year that we gave out millionaire awards. So I had gone through almost 100 people personally, bringing them into the business before I got to two rockstar promoters that are still working this today. So, how many, it takes a lot, and it is a numbers game. But I will tell you, the faster you can get 100, the faster you can get all of that, that creates all that momentum. And that also helps you in those times where you are ghosted, like I said, or someone tells you no. And by the way, when someone tells you no, that's one thing. But if somebody just doesn't respond, that is actually a good thing. Do not get discouraged by that. When somebody doesn't respond, it really means they just either have a lot going on, they like you, they don't want to hurt your feelings, but they don't really know enough yet about it to really make a commitment, and then they don't know what to say. So do not let a ghosting or a non-answer be something that bothers you or deters you. Okay. I literally had a sampler that ghosted me multiple times. Like, I mean, I know she did all the things. She was smart sampled. She did all the things, sent her the trial pack from our cloud office, which I absolutely love that. And finally I sent it out in October. Y'all, I followed up multiple times. She doesn't have it. Texted her again this morning, and I said, hey, hope you guys had a great holiday. Just want to check, do you still have your Thrive experience? She messaged me back. Y'all, the craziest stuff. I'm not going to tell you all what happened, but over the holiday break, the craziest stuff has happened. Like, you can't even make up this story. That's why she wasn't responding to me. She had way other things on her plate that were high priority other than responding to me about her Thrive pack. So see what I'm saying? You never know what people are going through. Don't discourage you or make you quit. Just stick with it. Have so many other things going on that doesn't really affect you. Keep it on the list and then follow back up. I can't wait for, I literally just put her in a messenger chat with another one of my promoters again, so we can get her thriving. By the way, I want to tell you, Jennifer Zant is crushing it right now with free accounts, new customers, sample packs. That girl has, Jennifer, if you're on, I think like 58, 60 Thrive Experience samples going out strictly from birthday messaging people on their birthday, following back up with one of my favorite things to do for people's birthday is send them a Thrive sample pack. Once they say yes, give them her info. She immediately puts me in a three-way messenger chat. I'm doing three-way messenger chats left and right with these people. Super fun though, because then we follow back up, new customer ordered here, new customer ordered here, person ready to be a promoter over here. Massive action creates momentum. How does she have all this stuff going on? She's done the work. Now she's following through with the work. There's so many things going on. She's going to have a ton of new people, new Thrive Experience stories happening, new customers coming in, new promoters coming in, building her business. And she's been doing this 8 years too. So you haven't ran out of people. There is an abundance of people out there. They need the solution you have to offer. Get out there, share the story, share the simplicity, share the successes of others. Make it your focus, not to just dial into all the team stuff that we're doing right now, but to get out there and get people on Thrive. I spend a lot more of my days now at this stage of the business working with people that are not yet thriving than talking to current thrivers. That's actually why I created the masterclass for you guys, because I'm like, no, I'm going to create something that at any given time people can come in, they can learn from this, they can get out there with challenges to go and create momentum. To build my business, I'm going to go get people on Thrive, help my team expose people to the Thrive experience to help get them on Thrive. And I'm going to continue to paint the picture of possibility for every single one of you, because there's an abundance of just amazingness that this company can help create for your family. You just got to figure out what you want, and you've got to be bound and determined that there's no way you're quitting, because you see where you're going to be 5 years down the road, 10 years down the road, 20 years down the road, and you're going to see where you're taking your family because you've made such a commitment to this. Oh, by the way, so with that, people asking, the masterclass is masterclasswithmauria.com. Just go there, get started on that. And I pray that you'll love it. We've had a lot of people that have given a lot of great feedback on it. That's another one of the things that's kind of hard for me to promote, because I did it myself. You heard me at the beginning of the Zoom, accepting compliments is still something I'm working on. But it is literally a series of training that is walking you guys through how I've done what I've been able to do, and on how the most successful people in this business have done what they've been able to do. So with that, Lisa, I say we wrap this thing up.
Well, first of all, the masterclass, amazing, you guys. And I love how you completely keep it simple. Like it's not hard. Anybody, whether you're brand new or you've been in, if you've been in, it's like a refresher. And if you're new, it is the perfect place to start, because it goes through just the basics. You know what I mean? It's like, this is what you have to do every day. Yes, we can wrap this up. And I just wanted to ask you one more question.
Okay.
For that person that is new, that they feel like they don't have any friends or family that are being receptive. And we get this all the time. I got it. When I first started, my friends and family weren't the most receptive either.
Yeah.
Where would you tell them to start? Let's say they don't really have a network. They're on Instagram and Facebook. Their friends and family aren't saying yes. Where would you tell them to start to build a network?
To build a network. Okay. Are you in Facebook groups of common, like, are you in, I don't know. For me, it's like type 1. I'm a type 1 mom. I'm in type 1 groups. Are you in a dog mom group? Are you in a, hockey mom group, a baseball mom group, or whatever? Start sending friend requests, start making new friends. If your friends and family are interested in what you have, start making new friends. But I have a question about that. If people are really saying my friends and family are interested in what I have, I really have to question, Lisa, are you really sharing what we just talked about? Are you really talking about the solution? Are you removing yourself from the equation and sharing the stories of others? Are you sharing the successes? Are you sharing the simplicity? I just want to know, because this is something that everyone needs. And now, trust me, I'm not saying that you're not doing the do. Just because people aren't interested. I still have good friends of mine that are not yet thriving with me. They will eventually, but I've been at this for 8 years. So sometimes it's not the right time. But like I said, you're constantly, so just go make new friends, go make new connections, make sure you're intentional with If the kids join a new team or have a new practice or what, like our kids just started basketball practice. Are there moms on the basketball team you haven't become Facebook friends with yet? Right. That we have people that have gone, we have a leader on our team that went to 80K without a single person that she knew joining her. And it was all connections that she had made on Instagram, just interacting with people that share common bonds, and her being so consistent. That's another thing to do a self audit. Would you join you? And have you shared about the product? Have you shared about the opportunity? Daily, like every single solitary day. I'm not saying 2 days a week or every other month. I'm saying daily. Are you sharing? Do a self audit, do a self check, make sure you got that. And then go make new friends. People need this. Go find the people that need it now. That's our biggest challenge here is who needs it now? We don't know. So it's a crapshoot. Here we go. We're going to go see, we're going to connect, we're going to share, we're going to make connections. And that person that's going to bed praying for solution tonight, they're going to find us because we are going to be such loud and proud thrivers that we're going to find them and we're going to provide a solution for them and we're going to help them get started.
Yeah, perfect. I love it. And you're so right. Like a lot of people, they've only been in a month or 2 months and they're giving up already. And it's like, it took like a year or 2 years for my friends and family to start coming around, but they always do come around once they see you're serious. And if you keep posting, those right people are going to find you. They will find you. And you guys, we posted, I know in our team page, I know Amanda Arnett just posted the link to your masterclass. Again, you guys, if you haven't checked that out, please do it. It is so good. Mauria won't shout herself out, but I will. It is so good. So good.
Thank
You have
you,
to do it. And Mauria, thank you so much. You guys, Mauria, you're going to be in where? Detroit, Toledo area?
We're going to be in Detroit, right there at the airport. I think it's the Westin at the Detroit airport on Monday night. Yes.
Monday night, you guys. If you are anywhere within 4 or 5 hours, that is worth the drive to get in a room with you and like-minded people. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, and posting your team pages, posting your group chats, who lives near Detroit. If you've got friends that live in that area, just say, or customers or whatever, hey, I can't be there. If you live in Texas, but you've got people that you know in that area, hey, there's actually going to be a Thrive event at the airport Monday night. We've got a group of people that would totally welcome you if you want to go, and send that invite. Make those personal invite connections. Don't just put it, actually make an invite.
Mauria, can I ask a question? What is the website again for your training?
It's just masterclasswithmauria.com.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You guys, make sure you're paying attention to the cloud office, the fan page. I mean, it's so underused, and the fan page always announces when there's trainings and who's going to be where, and the stories. I mean, you guys make sure you're plugging into that, because getting to something, I mean, I know that for me, it was getting to something even small. When I first started, that's what made me see the vision. That's what made me not give up. And it's so important to get in a room full of people like that. So if you guys can get to something, keep your eyes out and get to it. And don't forget, conference is right around the corner. It is so worth it. Like if you are on the fence or wondering how important it is, I would say it's one of the most important things you can do for your business is get to conference. So, or Palooza, Thrive Palooza. So make sure that you guys are definitely plugging in and getting there. Mauria, thank you so much. I appreciate you. I appreciate your time. And you guys, thank you so much. And you guys, we have this every Tuesday and I'm so excited. Our lineup is so good. If you guys want tips and stories, get on every Tuesday, but get your new people on, because this is a great way for them to get some motivation, some self-development, and some tips. And we get paid today in about 10 minutes, 9 minutes, we get paid. So whatever you guys do, don't forget to make your payday post today. I would definitely say Tuesday is one of my best days on social media where people reach out when I make a payday post, because there is somebody out there looking to put gas in their car. There is somebody out there looking to put food in their refrigerator. You don't have to be making $1 million to reach out to people, and it's the extra income. Nobody comes into this wanting $1 million. They want that extra income for food or gas. It's little things like that that really stand out to people. So don't forget to make your payday post. And it's just the beginning, guys. We're just getting started. The next 4 or 5 months, I have literally seen people double, triple, and quadruple their ranks, their incomes in just the next 3 to 4 months. So it's going to be up to you to dive in and get serious and get consistent and, leave the excuses behind you and get over yourself and leave those fears at the door and just jump in with both feet. If there was ever a time to do that, it's now. And I think more than ever, I'm the most excited I know I've been in this industry, just listening to Jason and Paul and what they're saying they're going to be bringing to the table this year. I think it's going to be a game changer. And I mean, you even heard Maria say, her 3 times, um, really like getting excited about this business. One was just a brand new product we came out with the detox. And that's 10 years into this company. I mean, we're celebrating our 10-year anniversary with Thrive as a company, and they just came out with a product that was a game changer. If you guys think that, we've hit a road or that everyone knows that, it's going to be a
Lisa, you're cutting out.
I love those 3 S's. Oh, sorry, it's my internet.
know.
But thank you guys. We'll see you guys next Tuesday. Have a good one.